was in 6th grade 5 years ago, I went to visit my grandparents out of the country. One day we were walking outside and we saw a man handing out what looked like fake arms on the side of the street. Obviously, we were curious, intrigued, whatever you call it, and we went up and spoke with him. I learned that that man was the founder of an international nonprofit organization dedicated to distributing prosthetics for amputees who couldn't afford it. Let's just say I was amazed by this community service. The word inspired isn't enough to do justice for the feeling that I had. I had a strong surge in my heart to serve my community the same way that they were serving theirs. As I spoke more with this man, one thing he mentioned really stuck with me and bothered me for days. He mentioned that the prosthetics that they handed out were only supportive. That means that the prosthetic didn't really work. It was only there as a coping mechanism for amputees who had just gone a limb and were under severe mental stress. So to my 12-year-old brain, I thought, hey, we have so much technology in our world. How can our world be so advanced and so backwards all at the same time? Obviously, as you probably know, it's a lot easier said than done. But for me, at that time, I just couldn't understand that concept. And just like that, I set my heart on finding a solution to this drastic problem that I witnessed firsthand. I witnessed these amputees struggling not only with the after effects of their amputation, but also with the struggles and financial issues with prosthetics. And that's it. I was determined to find a solution. My brain immediately thought of technology. This is because right before this trip, I had just discovered the world of AI. I wrote about AI and space exploration for a 6th grade writing assignment, and my teacher absolutely loved it. I was still deep in that aftershock of learning about AI's potential to change the world and to change lives everywhere. So to my young brain, I thought, hey, this technology that I just learned, it sounds like it's straight out of a science fiction novel, or it sounds like magic. We might as well use it when the time comes. And here was the time where I decided to use it. And that's exactly what I did. In a few months, I finished my first fully functional prototype of the AI-powered prosthetic arm. And let me tell you, it was a long learning process of ups and downs, of challenges and accomplishments. But in the end, I made it out in one piece. I had to build it, test it, prototype it, revise it, and then present it all across the country. And I loved every minute of it. Even the challenges, because let me tell you, I had so many. This was my first big project, and I was a 6th grade student, and everything was new to me. I remember my main challenge was actually building the arm. I had trouble with everything. Coding the servo motors, finding the size of wire that would fit in the prototype, and even finding which pieces matched together. But after making sure that I accomplished every struggle and I got past these obstacles, I had a feeling like I've never felt before in my entire life. A sense of accomplishment, a sense that I was doing something for the community that gave me so much. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about technology. Technology has been something that we've talked about for decades and decades. And now we have arrived at the time when we said bye to hello world, and now we're saying hello AI. Artificial intelligence is a term you may all have heard. It's something that's evolving in our world faster than ever and is seeping into everyone's lives. How many of you here think that you use some sort of AI in your daily lives? As expected, some of you do and some of you don't think so. There's always a mix, but the truth is almost every single one of us uses it in our daily lives. Whether we're talking to Siri, Alexa, Google Home, or just putting the navigation back to our houses, we're always using AI. And it's not just in our daily lives. We also see AI in almost every sector and in every industry that we can think of. Cybersecurity, aerospace engineering, sports, music, you name it. But for me, what really caught my eye was AI in healthcare. AI in healthcare has started decades ago, in the year 1975, when NIH sponsored its first AI in medicine workshop at Rutgers University. And now, for the year 2030, we have an estimated market value of $187.95 billion. Think about how far we've come. But this is not a full stop. This is a comma for us to grow more, to do more with this potential technology. So in this transformative era of technology in AI and medicine, now we are seeing that AI is not just a tool. It's a technology that can be used to save lives. And in this world of AI and technology, I want to invite all of you to take a minute and think about you and your loved ones and what problems you all face on a daily basis. Invention is born from necessity. Most inventions on our planet have been born from a problem that someone faced, that someone decided to take action for. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. Consider your role in the field of advancements in our world. You don't need to be a research scientist or a professional. You can be someone who just cares about the people around you. You can just be someone who wants to advocate for this technology. Every little bit helps. And now, this is not just a call to action. It's an invitation for the bigger movement, the grander scale of things. I want to encourage you all to advocate for this technology, to innovate and to research and to stay up to date and curious about what's going on in our world. I want to make you know that this advancement isn't something that happens through one person's effort or that happens overnight. It's something that all of us have to work for as a society. Now it's time for all of us to come together and piece this puzzle together in order to build a beautiful picture. Thank you.